Mystery exploration. Darkness. History. Darkest side.
For centuries, humanity has stood in awe of the mysteries left behind by ancient civilizations. We marvel at their monuments, their writings, their inventions, and sometimes, at the things they created that we cannot even begin to explain. Hidden among the ruins of the past are objects and structures so baffling that even in our modern age of supercomputers, satellites, and artificial intelligence, we struggle to understand how they were possible. Among these enigmas stands one of the most haunting discoveries ever pulled from the depths of the sea, the Antikythera mechanism. Found in the early 20th century by sponge divers off the coast of a small Greek island, this corroded lump of bronze did not look like much at first. But inside its layers of rusted gears was a machine so intricate, so precise, that it seemed to shatter everything we thought we knew about the ancients. The Antikythera mechanism is no simple artifact. It has been called the world's first computer. A device built over 2,000 years ago, long before the Renaissance, long before Newton, and long before humanity even dreamed of electricity. With more than 30 interlocking gears, each crafted with microscopic precision, this machine could calculate the movements of the sun, the moon, and even the planets. It could predict eclipses, mark the timing of ancient Olympic Games, and serve as a cosmic calendar that stretched far beyond the lives of the people who built it. But here is the question that continues to haunt us: how? How could a people living in the ancient Mediterranean craft a device that would not be rivaled again for over 1,000 years? Were they simply far more advanced than we give them credit for? Or did they inherit a knowledge that was already old, already forgotten, passed down from a time we no longer remember? This is where the story begins, because the Antikythera mechanism is not alone. Across the world, scattered across deserts, jungles, and beneath the sea, we find signs of knowledge that should not have existed. Take the Great Pyramid of Giza. For thousands of years it has loomed over the sands of Egypt, the last surviving wonder of the ancient world. We are told it was a tomb, a monument to a long-dead pharaoh. And yet, the deeper we look, the less sense that story makes. Consider its precision. The base of the Great Pyramid covers over 13 acres, yet it is aligned to true north with an error of less than 3/60ths of a degree, accuracy we would struggle to achieve even today with modern surveying equipment. The massive limestone blocks, some weighing over 70 tons, were quarried and transported miles across the desert. The interior chambers were engineered with such care that even now, modern architects admit they cannot replicate its design with the same scale and precision. What kind of civilization achieves this? And more importantly, why? Some scholars insist it was nothing more than human ingenuity pushed to its limits. Others whisper about something else, a lost science, a forgotten technology, or even knowledge handed down from those who came before. The Antikythera mechanism, sitting on one side of the Mediterranean, and the Great Pyramid, rising from the sands on the other, may not seem connected. But what if they are pieces of the same puzzle? Across the world, from the megaliths of South America to the temples of Mesopotamia, we see signs of civilizations reaching for the stars. Göbekli Tepe, in modern-day Turkey, predates Stonehenge by thousands of years, yet its pillars are carved with astronomical symbols. The Maya tracked celestial cycles with uncanny precision, creating calendars that stretched across millennia. In India, ancient texts describe machines called Vimanas, said to be flying chariots of the gods. What if these were not isolated bursts of genius, but remnants of an older knowledge? A knowledge that survived in fragments, encoded in stone, myth, and the occasional mechanical miracle like the Antikythera device. Now pause and think about this. Imagine our own civilization collapsing tomorrow. Our skyscrapers crumble, our satellites fall from the sky, and our digital world dissolves into dust. What would remain? Perhaps some stone monuments. Perhaps fragments of our machines. Maybe, just maybe, some future diver, thousands of years from now, would find a corroded smartphone at the bottom of the sea and wonder, how could people that ancient possibly build something like this? The Antikythera mechanism forces us to ask exactly that question. If ancient Greeks could create something so advanced, what else have we overlooked? How many other devices, buried beneath the earth or lost beneath the sea, have not yet been discovered? And if this was their level of ability 2,000 years ago, what did they themselves inherit from those who came before? Let's pause again. This time I want to hear from you. If you had to choose, which mystery fascinates you more, the gears of the Antikythera mechanism or the secrets of the Great Pyramid? Leave your answer in the comments below, because I'll be reading every single one. Now back to the gears. Each tooth was cut by hand, without modern machines. Each gear fit perfectly with the others. When the device was turned, a dial would move, showing not just the current month and day, but the positions of celestial bodies. It was a universe in miniature, a machine that reflected the heavens. For the Greeks, whose philosophers believed that the cosmos was ordered, mathematical, and divine, this was more than a tool, it was a symbol of harmony between man and the universe. And yet, when the Roman Empire rose and Greece faded, the knowledge disappeared. For over a millennium, no one would create anything like it again. It is as if someone had turned off the lights of progress, and the world stumbled in darkness until much later. This is a pattern we see again and again. Knowledge appears, flourishes, then vanishes. Civilizations rise, achieve miracles, then collapse, leaving only scattered traces behind. The pyramids, the Antikythera mechanism, the astronomical temples, the myths of lost golden ages, they all whisper the same question: did humanity once know far more than we think? Some say these mysteries prove contact with visitors from beyond our world. Others believe in a lost civilization, destroyed by time and cataclysm, whose remnants echo in myths of Atlantis, Lemuria, or forgotten ages of man. Whether or not you believe these theories, one thing is clear: the past is far stranger than we have been taught. Perhaps the Antikythera mechanism and the Great Pyramid are not just artifacts. Perhaps they are messages. Warnings, even. Reminders that human history is not a straight line of progress, but a fragile cycle, easily broken, easily forgotten. And as we look at the corroded gears of the Antikythera mechanism or the shadowed corridors of the pyramids, we are forced to confront a humbling possibility: maybe we are not the peak of human achievement. Maybe we are only rediscovering what was once already known. So here's a challenge for you: if you believe humanity is rediscovering lost knowledge, share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Let them join this journey into the past with us. And don't forget, if you want to keep uncovering mysteries like this, subscribe now and turn on notifications. We're only scratching the surface, and the next story might just change the way you see history forever. Because the truth is simple. The past is not dead. The past is alive, breathing, and whispering through the cracks of history. We need only the courage to listen.